Imagine waking up every day knowing that your body's ability to regulate its basic fuel, glucose, is impaired. For millions of people worldwide, this is not just an idea, but a reality. Diabetes, a chronic condition, a serious one, a deadly one, affecting how the body processes sugar. It's often called a silent epidemic because of its widespread impact. So what at all is diabetes? How does it affect the body? And why is it important for you to understand it better? Today we're going to explore what it is, the types of diabetes, and how it shapes the lives of those it touches. Because awareness is the first step to prevention and better management. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So back to the question, what is diabetes? We've all been hearing diabetes. You hear this person say, oh, I have diabetes. Oh, that person has diabetes. We've been hearing it. And did you know, or do you know what diabetes actually is? Today I'm here to just give you the basics of what diabetes is and just the commonest types of diabetes. Diabetes is a condition where your blood sugar level, which is also known as glucose level, is so high, like it's very high. That's high. Yes. So when the sugar in your blood is very high, we say you have diabetes or you are diabetic. There are two major types of diabetes. The first is type 1 diabetes. The second is type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is the most common of them all, and it's actually very, very deadly and dangerous. We have other types of diabetes. We have the gestational diabetes, the type 3C diabetes, and the morbid diabetes. But the most commonest of the diabetes is the type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Now, why and how does it occur? Diabetes happens because there is a problem with a hormone called insulin. Now, when you eat or drink, the carbohydrate that you have had turns into glucose. So yeah, glucose can also be, glucose is a type of sugar actually. Yes, so those who did a bit of science, you know that glucose is a type of sugar. Now, what the insulin does is it serves as a key which unlocks the cells in our body. I believe you all know that our bodies are made up of cells. So it is the function or the purpose of the insulin to actually unlock those cells to allow glucose or to allow sugar into those cells, and that is where energy is released. So right from basic school, we're told by our teachers that when we eat bangkong, fufu, akpele and those foods, we are getting carbohydrates from those foods, and the carbohydrate in turn also gives us energy, and it's very true. So this is how the energy comes about. The energy will be released when insulin, the hormone in your body called insulin, is able to unlock the cells in your body and allows sugar into those cells. Now when sugar is allowed into those cells, that is where energy is released. Now the problem comes in when the insulin can't function properly. When the insulin is not functioning properly, then we are on our way to diabetes. Because when it's not able to function properly, the sugar piles up in the bloodstream. Instead of it to enter the cells inside of our bodies, it's not able to enter into the cells because there is a problem with the insulin. And you know, the insulin is like a key, and it is only the insulin that can open the cells in our bodies to allow sugar in it. Yeah, so when the insulin is damaged, then obviously the sugar is going to get stuck inside of our bodies, and that is where you are liable to get kidney failure, cancers, liver damage, and heart problems, many other diseases. So high blood sugar over time can cause problems in almost every part of the body, from your head to the soles of your feet. So when it comes to treatment of diabetes, it's all about keeping the blood sugar within a target range. A type of diabetes like type 2 diabetes, it's at a stage where we can't really do much. So what we do is we try to stabilize the sugar inside of the bloodstreams. Okay, now I have diabetes. What do I do as a diabetic patient to prolong my longevity? Like, what do I do in order to just save myself from dying prematurely? Okay, the first thing to do if you are diabetic is to move more often. Move, be active, okay? Exercise if you can. Yeah, and I would really recommend exercise, because exercise, it's one of the most powerful ways of just prolonging your life. So if you can exercise, I would highly recommend exercise. And then also, we have to be very mindful of food, nutrition. Nutrition is very essential. We have to make sure that we are mindful of what we are putting inside of our bodies. Yes, we just have to be very mindful. One thing that has been tested and is helping millions of people to overcome their diabetes is applying the 8 health laws, the New Start principles. The New Start principle has been tested on millions of diabetic patients, and it has worked on them. It's so simple. Just be mindful of what you're eating, nutrition. Eat a more plant-based diet, all right? Foods that has lots of fiber in it, foods that has lots of fruits and vegetables and greens and nuts. Yes, and exercising more, going out in nature, walking more, and then also drinking enough water. Every individual and the amount of water you're supposed to drink. So you just have to know the amount of water you are supposed to drink per your age, per your sex. Just know the amount of water you're supposed to take in as a person, and that will also help. Getting enough sunlight is also very crucial. Again, we can also practice temperance in all things, practice self-control, knowing that God has given us power over all things, and that we can practice moderation in whatsoever we do. Yes, and then we also have to get lots and lots of fresh air, go into nature, just breathe in and out the fresh air that God has freely given us. Breathe in and out, and that is one way to heal yourself. Another thing you can do also is resting more. In this hustle and bustle world, the only thing people know is work without breaking. So if you don't break, you're gonna break down. You're gonna pile up diseases for yourself. So if you find out you are diabetic, one of the things that you can do is rest. The last thing you want to do is to trust in God. Trust that God has the ultimate power over your life, over your health, and that He's got you. All right. So just apply the 8 health laws and be mindful. Be a mindful person, and everything's gonna be okay. So I want to know if I'm diabetic. What are the signs and symptoms that I'm diabetic? How do I treat it if I'm diabetic? I'm gonna make a video on that pretty soon, and I'll be uploading it in no time. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.